It's no secret that Newcastle United has been working quietly to make a surprise in the transfer market, and the rumours circulating in recent hours suggest that something really big could be about to happen. The atmosphere behind the scenes is full of anticipation, and every piece of information that leaks seems to point to a bold move by the Magpies. The question on every supporter's mind is simple: who will be the next to arrive at St. James Park? And it's exactly in this climate of expectation that I invite you to follow this news all the way through. Here, we'll uncover the behind-the-scenes details of a move that could completely change Newcastle United's fortunes this season. Before we go further, make sure to subscribe to the channel. It's quick, free, and really helps strengthen this passionate football community. Every subscription allows us to keep bringing you exclusive, in-depth updates like this. The past few days have been marked by discreet talks, quiet meetings, and negotiations conducted away from the cameras. What seemed like just another wave of rumors is now gaining momentum and credibility, with reliable sources in the European press providing details of a potential signing that could shake not only Newcastle but the entire Premier League. There are clear signs that the club is not just probing, they are genuinely ready to make a serious investment. The management knows the squad needs impactful reinforcements, especially in the attacking department. With the season demanding even more competitiveness and the Champions League on the horizon, every detail is carefully considered. The fans, meanwhile, can feel that something big is coming, yet they still don't know exactly who will be the star of this story. And this is where the pieces of the puzzle start to fit together. The big reveal is that Newcastle United has moved to try and sign Antoine Semenyo, Bournemouth's forward, in a deal reportedly worth €80 million. According to the Spanish newspaper Decisive, this would be a bold move by the Magpies, who see the 25-year-old Ghanaian as the ideal player to elevate the team's attacking quality. More than just a signing, it would be a statement of the club's power in the market, showing that Newcastle is ready to compete on equal terms with the Giants. For those not yet familiar with him in detail, Semenyo has been increasingly standing out in the Premier League. At Bournemouth, he has shown personality and a keen eye for goal, as evidenced in the match against Liverpool, where he scored twice despite a 4-2 defeat. These performances have caught the attention of several clubs, but Newcastle seems most determined to invest heavily in the player, potentially making him one of the club's most expensive signings in recent history. Here's an important point: if Alexander Isak leaves the club this summer, signing Semenyo would become almost a necessity. Isak is currently the main attacking threat, but the management cannot risk being left without a key offensive reference. In this scenario, Semenyo appears not just as an option, but as a solution. And if you enjoy receiving this type of first-hand information, be sure to subscribe to the channel so you can follow every chapter of this unfolding story. But as every experienced fan knows, it's not enough for Newcastle to want him. Bournemouth must agree to negotiate, which is the trickiest part. The Cherries have already sold important players this transfer window and are unlikely to weaken their squad further. In addition, Semenyo recently renewed his contract, giving the club a strong negotiating position. Everything will depend on the Magpies' persistence and how far they are willing to go. According to Decisive, the €80 million offer is indeed being prepared. This is not just speculation, but a real figure being discussed behind the scenes. This sum represents not only Newcastle's confidence in the player, but also a clear message that the club is willing to invest heavily to establish itself among the top clubs in England and Europe. For Semenyo, it would be a unique opportunity to compete in the Champions League and fight for trophies. On the other hand, Bournemouth fans know how painful it would be to lose Semenyo. The forward has become a key figure, not only for his goals but also for his dedication on the pitch and charisma off it. Many believe that unless the offer is irresistible, the club will do everything possible to keep him this season. But as we have seen countless times in football, when a big project comes knocking, it is hard to resist a player's ambition. This is exactly the type of situation that makes the transfer market so unpredictable and fascinating. On one side, an ambitious club with resources and a solid sporting project. On the other, a team fighting to keep its talent and maintain stability in the Premier League. And in the middle, a rising player who may be about to take the most important step of his career. And of course, you won't want to miss the next chapters of this story. Subscribe to the channel and stay tuned. Newcastle knows it cannot waste time. The transfer window is closing fast, and the management understands that every detail matters in such a demanding season. The attacking department needs more depth, and names like Semenyo do not appear every day. If they manage to complete this deal, the Magpies would not only gain a major reinforcement, but also send a clear message of ambition to the rest of the Premier League. There is still much to unfold, but the very fact that Newcastle is willing to invest such high sums shows how much the club has changed in recent years. Fans who not long ago dreamed of simply staying in the top flight now live in a reality of multi-million transfers and European title ambitions. This step up reflects the new project, which promises even more surprises in the coming months. For now, what we can say is that the coming days will be decisive. If Bournemouth resists, the deal could drag on until the window's closing. But if an agreement is reached quickly, Semenyo could arrive at St. James Park ready to transform the attack and give Newcastle a new look for the season. One thing is certain: This story will continue to produce many thrilling chapters. So here's the invitation. Keep following the channel because we'll bring all the updates on this potential transfer and much more. And of course, subscribe now so you don't miss any news about our Newcastle United. This transfer window promises to be full of excitement, and you'll want to be in the loop for all of it.